Hey guys, welcome back to a brand new video. Today I'm not going to be turning on the light. I don't know, I think when I wear the glasses it just reflects off the lenses. So if you guys like it without the light, let me know in the comments. But we're going to be talking about another player, a player that's been quite linked with Arsenal recently. When I say recently, over the last few, as we saw him linked last season, and we're seeing him again linked this season. Now it does look like this could be the end of this players links to Arsenal, and that is Zubimendi. Now, I'll be honest, when I first heard of Zubimendi, I think it was last season in the summer, I heard Arsenal were interested in signing Zubimendi. And I also remember seeing it in the January transfer window last year when we signed Jorginho of Zubimendi. And then I have kept a close eye on him. Not kept eye, but I have watched maybe one or two games here. Of course, the most notable one is when he played against PSG. And yeah, so of course, the in terms of the news, there is a journalist, Graham Bailey, who has just tweeted saying that Zubimendi is understood to be Mikel Arteta's clear first choice, and also believe he would be the perfect fit for the club. Sources have told that Arsenal would be ready to pay his £51 million release clause, but as of now he has not accepted the move to England. Apparently Arsenal are becoming more frustrated with the deal, and apparently Arsenal are also ready to move on from Zubimendi. Because apparently they also just getting frustrated with the lack of progress. Now, with this transfer, this was a player I think that I was interested in Arsenal in signing. I think one thing about Zubimendi was that from what I did watch of him, he seems like a very technical player. Spanish midfielders are always technical. He was very technical. It was almost like he was going to be like the midfielder that plays with Declan Rice. He was going to be the next Thomas Partey. Our next Thomas Partey, but it does look like it's not going to happen. Yeah, but who knows, it could still happen. We are going to talk about his stats as well and everything and just give my thoughts, but it does look like also are in a midfielder, in the midfield market. Of course, we know that with Jorginho staying, it does open the door of whether Arsenal let go of Thomas Partey, but all we do know is that we have to sign a new midfielder. Now who that midfielder is, we don't know, but there's so many targets up like everywhere going, and Zubimendi is one of them. Now this thing doesn't mean it's not the end of whether we get Zubimendi or not, but it is very unlikely. But I do think he is more destined to probably stay at Spain, go to a Barcelona. I think the reports are that he wants to stay at Barcelona, and for me personally, I'm even tired of this signing. It doesn't look like he wants to come to England. And what's the point of getting a player that doesn't want to come? So I think we moved on from that. And look, we're not a crap club anymore. Yeah, we can go and actually get players that want to play. For so many flipping seasons under Wenger, especially the later years, because we were so crap, we had to beg players to come and join. But we are at a stage where it doesn't matter if a player rejects us. We can reject them. We don't need Zubimendi. If he doesn't want to play for us, what's the point of wasting our time? Go move on. Go get a player that wants to play for Arsenal, that is ready to play for Arsenal. So if this guy doesn't want to come, move on. We're gonna look at the stats for Zubimendi. Let me just change the screen. Yeah, look, we've upgraded. So Zubimendi, he has played 31 games this season. He's played 4 goals, 1 assist, and 5 yellow cards. In total, he has played 45 games. His main position is a defensive midfielder, and I think that's perfect. I think also are looking for a number 6 stroke number 8 to play alongside Declan Rice. But one thing important about this stat is the 45 games. I cannot stress how important it is that we do not buy any injury prone players. Arsenal need to sign a player that can complement Declan Rice and play as many games as Declan Rice does, because when you are chasing for the league title and you're chasing for everything, we cannot slack. We cannot have players that we have to carry as passengers. Okay, we just simply can't do it, because that's the last thing we need right now. We're trying to get rid of an injury prone player in Thomas Partey. We are not getting more injury prone players. It's crucial that we get players that can stay fit. Of course, with the linking back to midfielders, also interested also in Bruno Guimaraes and Douglas Luiz. Now, Douglas Luiz is a transfer that Fabrizio Romano, I think even last season, said that Douglas Luiz was Arsenal's number 1 midfielder target. Now, I think he signed a contract, and of course with Aston Villa getting Champions League, I really don't think he will leave. I just don't think Aston Villa will sell, and if they do so, it's going to be for a criminal price. So that's the one. In terms of Bruno Gomares or Douglas Luiz, I do think it's going to be more on the Bruno Gomares. But Sammy from let me try to find this journalist's name. Sammy from Daily Mail said that also are interested in Bruno Gomares and Luiz. However, it is dependent on whether Thomas Partey leaves the club. Now, I have made a video previously on Thomas Partey. For me, I think it's time. I think it's time we get rid of Thomas Partey. His injury record, he's a good player. On his day, he's a brilliant player, but his injury record is so dreadful that we cannot rely on this guy. Can anyone here guarantee that he's going to play 20 games next season? I can't guarantee that. I would say if we are lucky, we can get 10 games out of him next season. So, and he's getting older as well, so his injuries are only going to get worse. But for me, get rid of Thomas Partey, get a new midfielder in. Who that midfielder is, I do not care. I mean, actually, I do care. Get either Bruno Gomares, Luiz, but get someone that is ready, primed, not injury prone, young, can play in that number 6, can play in that number 8. I think those are the two important things that also have to consider, and Arteta have to consider when they go get that new midfielder. But all I do know is that we need a midfielder that can play along Declan Rice. I think playing Declan Rice as a number 6 for now, I'll be honest, I think sometimes he does restrict him. I do see him as more of a number 8 than number 6. It's the way he can run with the ball forward that I think when we play him as a 6, we are restricting him. And one thing about him playing as a number 6, in terms of line breaking passes, he doesn't have the best range of passing. So I think if you get a number 6 who is literally specialized in that, someone like a Bruno Gomares, I think it will free up Declan Rice even more, and I think we'll see a different side of Declan Rice. And I think Declan Rice is better as a number 8. But yeah, man, that's my thoughts on the midfield transfer market for Arsenal. Let me know what your thoughts are. Are you upset we're not getting Zubimendi? Is that a player that you were interested in? Or maybe you're happy with the links of Gomares and Luiz. Maybe you're happy to get them instead. Whatever it is, let me know in the comments. Subscribe, like the video. Hope you guys are all doing well, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.